Hello, Gemini. I hope that you're all doing well. We are here with your reading for the beginning of June. Before we get started, let's set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. All right, I'm seeing a little bit of an antagonistic energy coming through. You have the choice whether or not you engage in this. It may be better to opt out of this situation. This can also be you being in a situation where you're feeling triggered, but I'm seeing, Gemini, for you, such a sense of self-awareness that you would know that you're feeling triggered, and you have the option, like, whether or not you play into it. Four of Pentacles, or Four of Cups, actually, to dismiss something, to not engage, to not take the offer, to not take the opportunity of something that's coming through. This is something that would potentially affect you emotionally because the cups are here. But I'm seeing, like, in your heart, this is something where you're like, that's not for me. Like, your better judgment is telling you no here. You may need to spend time thinking about something actually before you engage in it, maybe to understand why you're having this feeling of not wanting to engage, where that's coming from, what that means for you. Ace of Pentacles, new chapter, new beginning. One where you may be taking more of a break or resting or recharging. Looks like that's what you're putting your energy into right now. I'm hearing the word fantastic. This looks like a really awesome new chapter for you. I am seeing something going on that you're not really into. Apart from that energy, what I'm seeing is a new beginning that really is highlighting your sense of self and your abilities and your empowerment as well. Like what you want to give and what you want to create and the type of energy that you want to emanate. But something's coming through that's not resonating with you. We got a Knight of Wands over here. If you've been putting up with something that you haven't been into, this is that moment where it comes to an end. It seems like somebody's been messing around long enough for you to actually take a stand and be like, nah, I'm not going to do this anymore. But it does look like somebody's coming through and they're like, hey, you want this new beginning with me, or you want to open this chapter together? But I'm seeing it actually come to an end, and I'm seeing you look much happier on the other side of this, Gemini. Like, this is a moment where you would feel like you're the one that's in control. And I'm seeing your guides be like, look at that. Pay attention to how you feel. Because this Ten of Swords, it may not have been easy to break something off, but I'm seeing it be necessary because it looks like the way that somebody behaves does not resonate with you. And that's really the issue. That's the problem. That's why something can't, like, fully get off of the ground here. And I'm seeing you try to figure out, like, really how to empower yourself and what that means as far as decisions that you're making. But it seems really that you have the answer here. Like, I'm not saying you need to figure anything out, especially too because, like, Gemini is such an intelligent sign. Like, you are so connected to your brain and what you're thinking and what's going on, and you break down all of these problems and you want to understand it, and you have, like, such a deep capacity to intellectualize things and to think things through and to figure things out and to be observant and to gather all the information. Like, that's the epitome of what Gemini does. You collect information, you gather information, and then you apply it to a situation. So you're over here with something where you've observed something. Maybe you wish it were different. Maybe you wish that this person would behave differently. However, it is what it is, and I'm seeing you're fully aware of this now. So you have this moment where you're like, I'm not into how this person shows up. Maybe part of me wishes that it was different, but I can't start a new chapter with this person. It has to come to an end because of the lack of consistency on this person's end. Like, I'm just seeing an energy that is not bringing to the table what you want them to bring to the table. So it's a lack of compatibility with you and this person. And I'm seeing somebody that really, like, fails to show up consistently, that feeling like an issue. Like, they may be distracted, may not be concentrated, bringing the right energy. Regardless of what it is, they're not somebody that's going to hold you down. And that's why, even though there's this connection, maybe physically or with the attraction, you feel that with this person, it's like as soon as you open the chapter, it gets closed again. Like as soon as it starts rolling, gets rolling, it stops. And that's what I'm seeing the energy be. And it looks like because of the way that this person shows up, that's why it keeps happening. And it's just going to be like inevitably leading to this painful ending within the connection with this person time and time again, because their energy is not changing. Like that's the only consistency with their energy, is that they're consistently acting like this. So it's just where they are. And just pointing out, like, that's not to say this person is like bad or they have bad intentions or anything like that. Like, what is bad anyway? It just means that you're incompatible and you want something differently than how this person is showing up. So this is about you knowing yourself too. And I'm actually seeing quite a relief after this comes to an end. Like, even though it hurts, it's not to say that this isn't painful. Afterwards, you have the Sun, which is like the happiest, most alleviated card, where you're like, wow, I feel like all that air that had been sucked out of the room just came back and I can breathe again. Like, that's that moment here. And that's what I'm seeing your guides be like. Pay attention to that. Like, what does that feel like for you? Look at that. Realize that. Look how your energy just like came back into your body. This is how you are learning to empower yourself. You're figuring this out. And I'm also seeing you like working on your observing and analyzing and applying skills here, because this goes beyond just intellect now, and it comes into this sense of feeling with Venus here. This is like, how do you feel within your body, and how do you feel within your relationship, and how do you feel within the relationship with yourself, and also within the relationship with this person. Energetically, what are you picking up on? So this is kind of you flexing a different type of connection with yourself that's really informing you as to what empowers you and what you feel like you give your power away to. So I'm actually seeing this be very cut and dry. We're looking at the Sun, Pluto, and Venus. So this is like a highlight, you becoming aware of a change in your relationship with yourself, because Venus connects you with your relationships, your love language, what you are hoping to receive, what really resonates with you as far as receiving, what you are attracted to, and also what you're not attracted to. So something may be changing, whereas you had been allowing this energy in, that there were certain elements and certain connections that you have with this person, but on a deeper sense, on a deeper level, I'm seeing superficially they may have met your needs, or in maybe a physical sense. But when it gets deeper, Venus, when it gets to you analyzing and cutting through to your deeper needs within your interpersonal relationships, especially intimate relationships, this is really highlighting something for you and making it very obvious. It's you really connecting with your personal values and what matters to you within your personal life too. And you showing up for yourself and investing in yourself. You know what, actually, we're just going to leave it here. All right, Gemini, I would like to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank you for connecting. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.